part by the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Learn more about our free college program at scccd.edu. Support for this program.
CMAC Sports.
Start over.
CMAC Sports wants to thank their sponsors, the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Learn more about their free college program at scccd.edu. Today's matchup will have the Ottawa Spirits versus the home team of Fresno Pacific University Sunbirds. We've got the starting lineups for Ottawa. In the cage will be freshman Zachary Whitten, freshman utility player Jack Fry, freshman utility player Shane Zargis, junior center Tristan D'Ambrosi, junior utility player Dylan Van Horn, freshman utility player Weston Rosted, and freshman center Nathan Swank. They're coached by Austin Raymer. We'll talk a little bit more about him later, who we know him locally here from Central Valley Masters Waterpolo. For the Fresno Pacific University Sunbirds, their starting lineup: in the cage, senior Josh Ramage, senior center Cody Wickman, junior 2-meter guard Urosh Palimish, freshman utility player Zach Zetz, senior driver Gavin Jetty, senior driver Nathan Olson, and junior driver Jacob Fairchild. We're about ready to drop the ball. Jacob Fairchild wins the sprint for the Sunbirds. Euros Plemis has the ball at point, enters it. Steal by Ottawa's guard, Nathan Swank.
You know, he's one of their top defenders, Rick. He's going to be a force.
Ottawa working the ball back up to the top. Fresno Pacific's in a bit of a drop from the three. Now more of a 3-4.
Watch your back. You and Tristan.
Entry pass to their center. Tristan D'Ambrosi makes a nice turn, but Fresno Pacific, I think that was Jacob Fairchild back there for the steal. Jacob is currently 8th at Fresno Pacific in career steals with 77. He hopes to surpass former Sunbird Kyle Medell's mark of 81 today.
Great shot by number 2.
Cody Wickman, the senior center. With 1 minute into the action, Fresno Pacific strikes first. Their first goal, 1-0.
Rick, you know this is going to probably be a lot of offensive play today, but defense is going to be very important too. Opportunities, being able to anticipate and react.
Ottawa swings the ball over to the far right side, looking for that entry pass, but then another steal by Jacob Fairchild. Gavin Jetty with the ball on the far right. Shot by number 8, Zach Zetz, the freshman. Kind of unheard of in most collegiate programs to have a freshman start. He's from a local school, Buchanan High School. A credit to Zach, as I can't remember the last time I've seen a freshman start for FPU. He leads the team with the most drawn exclusions. That's a good thing. 22. Ottawa swings the ball over to the 1 position, looking for a direct shot after that foul. And a field block by number 10, Gavin Jetty.
Goalie Zachary Wooden steals the ball for Ottawa. And if Ottawa's going to play tough defense, their goalie play is going to be critically important.
Their center gets position. Entry pass a little short. Exclusion called on Zach Zetz.
Going to get our first taste of man advantage from
Ottawa with the power play.
Move it! Move it!
Number 12, which is Weston Restad, is their main
Shot
shooter.
Just a little high. 13, Nathan Schwenk. FPU even. Zach Zetz dribbles the ball up. He sees Gavin Jetty on the far side.
Nice defense covering up Ottawa.
Center has position. And Cody Wickman earns an exclusion against 13.
Rick, that was pretty
Nathan
easy
Schwenk.
to call. And of course, now we get to see FPU's first taste of a man advantage.
Shot by Zach Zetz. Field blocked first.
Interesting defense there. They pull a player kind of into the goal to assist on the weak side for the goalie. Creativity is going to be the key to the game too for Ottawa.
Oh, and number 3,
impressive.
freshman St. Jargus caught.
Right when I call
Ramage
creativity,
sleeping.
there we are. Take advantage of those opportunities.
Ottawa evens it up. 4:28 left in the first period. It's 1-1. Zach Zetz, he does such a nice job driving from that 2 position, earning an exclusion. That's why he leads the team in earning exclusions.
You got Fairchild at number 1 position right there. He's looking.
Nate Olson is in the game. He's with the ball over the 6th position on this power play. Kaboom! That's a nice shot. Nice goal by Euros Polimish. He's currently 4th in the WWPA this season for steals with 13. He is tied 2nd on the FBU team with goals of 15. Make that 16 now.
Okay, we got substitution coming in here, and we're going to see now where we are going to, what kind of offenses Ottawa's going to put together to combat.
20 seconds. Be a threat, James. Be a threat. You and Nate.
That's the shooter.
Nice save. This time Josh was ready for it. Release to the outside to Nate Olson. Nate Olson dribbling down.
Got a fast break.
Reading the pool.
Watch the pass here. Keep swimming, try. Swim, try.
Zach balances around to the 3. He's looking for that entry pass.
Rejection earned.
Oh, yeah, and now we have another freshman in, Curtis Vidnoff, as a center forward. He drew an exclusion against 13, Nathan Schwenk. Missed shot
You know, I don't know
by
why
Fresno Pacific.
It was nothing there. They should have just pulled it out, set it up. They had some great opportunities, and just they can't risk or waste those opportunities because they're just not going to happen that often.
Otto with possession. Foul at 5 position. Shot clock winding down. Weston was trying to earn a foul, get a direct shot. FU did a good job, hands up.
Look at the goalie. You know, this goalie's 6'6" from Ottawa. That right there was a classic reason why you get a tall goalie, because you got that long reach to steal the ball there. And he's always out to the 5 meters.
Nice drive by number 12, Weston. Draws the exclusion against, I think it's 12, Nate Olson.
Right there was an example of the not being patient. Had the exclusion and they lost the ball in a turnover, Rick. That's just got to be devastating for a coach to see that.
Fresno Pacific back at even strength. Euros Polimas with the ball out at 6. Pretty hard foul there. A little over aggressive. Number 2, Jack Fry. That's my thinking.
Had to have been.
Fresno Pacific with another power play.
It's almost like every offensive possession, it's a power play by FPU. Yep. It's pretty easy to call that.
Nice assist pass by Zach Zetz. Gets it over to Euros Polimas with the goal from the 6th position on the man up.
You know, when Zed is setting the goalie there, the goalie just can't stay up forever, so quick cross pass goes in.
Watch this after goal play by Ottawa. So we hear Fresno Pacific called out. They're getting ready for this pick that comes behind their center forward.
Well, like I said early on, it's got to be creative against FPU. Got a cap tie up there. One of the Ottawa players needs to reposition his cap. Yeah, it's 3-1 Ottawa right now. They're in that game. God, that was 3-1 FPU, not Ottawa.
Fresno Pacific with the ball. Nate Olson on the far side. He crosses it over. Risky. Great hustle by Jacob Fairchild to get that ball back. Back over to Olson. Olson looks at the center forward, but takes the shot instead. Nate Olson, a senior from Lemoore High School. That brings the score 4-1 Sunbirds with 1:07 left in the first quarter.
You know, Rick, it's got to start playing into these guys here pretty quick. FPU's countering pretty hard. Curious how the Spirit will respond to that, and what their conditioning looks like. Okay, we're looking for that play that you were talking about.
Fresno Pacific subs in Will Green from Rancho Cucamonga. Ottawa gets the ball down to 1. Unfortunately, our center forward is set to the other side. Nice turn. Great individual move there.
Ottawa's man advantage.
That was very nice pass and a very good look. Shane Zargis is the one who drew that ejection with that nice individual effort at the 1 position, and then makes a nice pass to his teammate.
Shane Zargis. You know,
I think it was Weston Rostad is the one that he passed to for the goal. Not positive.
You know, one thing, the game has sure changed in the last few years. Used to be about defense. Now it's all about offense. The rules have changed to it. Make it more entertaining for the audience.
Fresno Pacific has their after goal play. It leaves Zach Zetz open for a shot. Hits the bar.
Turnover.
That velocity on the shot goes out of bounds. Don't see that often. Under 15 seconds in the first period.
10 seconds. Ottawa's got to do something, get a foul or something.
Looking for that direct
There's
shot.
No foul. No foul.
Puts his hands up. Jacob Fairstyle gets another steal.
Over the top and in.
Oh.
Talk about a hero shot right there, ladies and gentlemen.
The boom.
Over the top, half court, lob shot. You just don't see that very often.
Jacob Fairchild leads the team with 16 goals. Jacob comes to Fresno Pacific from Clovis North High School.
You know, we started this game, Rick, it was interesting. We talked about FPU being an offensive threat. They've got their triple threat, and Jacob Fairchild, Euros Palimish, and Curtis Vidnoff scoring basically 3/4 of the goals for the team. Almost, I think 46 or 47 a year to date. Ottawa, you know, we talked about them having to really apply the defensive pressure and be able to anticipate and then respond to create their own opportunities. Just curious what you think about that right now.
Yeah, Ottawa's their after goal play, or their offensive system of driving behind the center, trying to get them, the Fresno Pacific, to switch, some confusion, then some Fresno Pacific guy makes an error, grabs a suit, gets kicked out. Right now, that's about all I see for
I mean, let's be
Ottawa.
honest. I mean, they're getting opportunities. Both teams are getting probably fairly equal man advantage opportunities, and I think the game's being called pretty consistent right now, which is good for both coaches so they can adapt and adjust.
Update is from the first quarter as far as power plays. Ottawa had 3, put one of them away. Fresno Pacific had 4 man advantage and put one of them away. Goals, 2 from Jacob Fairchild, 1 from Nate Olson. I'm sorry, 1 goal from Cody Wickman, 1 from Zach Zetz, 1 from Jacob Fairchild. Missing a couple here on our updated stats.
We'll get those at halftime. Okay, we're about ready to start the second quarter here. Score 5-2, Sunbirds over Ottawa Spirit. Rick, we'll see if Ottawa adjusts. I mean, there's some easy things that they can do to create really those opportunities and succeed on them. I mean, the shots weren't that bad. You know, they had a couple shots that were over the cage, one was blocked, but the big thing is ball control, in my opinion.
We're getting ready to start the second period. Our officials for today's match, dropping the ball will be Greg Shanley. On the far side, Brandon Skiba. And the national evaluator of referees, Dave Albertstein. Jump ball.
Happens periodically. You know, Jacob has I mean, he's a very good high percentage sprint winner.
And does a very good job with the jump ball. Fresno Pacific gets possession. Nate Olson with the ball to 5 position. He's looking at his center, but he's got a drop. Pass to the far side. He sees his teammate Jacob Fairchild.
You know, that was all set up when they took the ball inside the 2. I mean, a lot of offenses, they start from the 3, the 4, the 5, and they miss those opportunities, those close range, high percentage shots.
Yeah, very true. A lot of times players think that they can't go inside the 2, but they have the ball, and then they take it to that end line, and then their teammate across the other side is now legal to go in there as well.
Okay, Ottawa's got to respond here. They're down 2-6, minute into the first minute of the second quarter.
Fresno Pacific has come back to a bit of a drop. Zone defense, foul, direct shot by number 3. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, that's Shane Sargis. He's one of their high percentage shooters. There's, you know, Ottawa's got a couple of them, and I think the key is to really, I mean, Ottawa's got to make those guys become available.
Right, and for Fresno Pacific's point, they need to stop fouling on the perimeter and giving them those shots.
Ottawa has shown they can drive, which in this day and
Does
age.
another 2 drive by Zach Zetz, but Ottawa has his hands up. Well, one of them was. The other hand was down.
That's the other thing.
Exclusion called against number 2, Jack Fry. Fresno Pacific with their power play.
Quick shot.
Yeah, and you know, he picked the ball up off the water. Typically you want to catch the ball, then shoot it.
This is Nathan Swank right here. Yeah, taking it all the way in. They do have weak opportunity. There goes weak. Okay.
All right. Ottawa with the ball. They're swinging it down to the 1. Center has position.
He's position.
Fresno Pacific gets help from up top by Nate Olson. Shot clock winding down.
Offensive foul.
We got an offensive foul. Contra call. I think it was against number 12.
Yeah, on the
Weston.
inside. It was a holding position.
Fresno Pacific on the counterattack.
Jacob
Outlet to
Fairchild.
Gavagetti. Over to Jacob Fairchild. Back to Gavin. Gavin up top to Nate. Nate takes the shot and scores.
Just like that. You know, one thing FPU is doing is moving the ball, Rick. I mean, they keep going cross cage, and that's
Making
important.
it real hard on that goalie.
Yeah.
Fresno Pacific subs in, giving Tyler Gentry from San Diego, California, Patrick Henry High School some minutes.
Another ejection.
And that was Shane Jargis drawing that one as well.
Nathan Swank.
Ottawa on the power play.
Okay, now they moved, Ottawa's moved
Poor pass.
Weston to the outside. He was playing post earlier. There, look, must be a ball control. Good field block.
Good job by Fresno Pacific. The only shot they gave was kind of a low percentage shot for a right-hander. Hands were up.
Again, I'm surprised Ottawa didn't look cross cage.
Cal Brewing with the ball. Up to Euros Palominos, and a shot.
Just like that.
Kaboom by Euros.
You know,
Timeout called by Ottawa.
Rick,
That makes the score 8-3 Fresno Pacific with 5:27 left in the second period.
you know what I like about this? I think Sahovi's got his squad to recognize obvious deficiencies in Ottawa's, you know, a defense, and they're taking advantage of it. And there's so many players that don't recognize it with experience. Now, I know that, you know, Raymer's philosophy is take advantage and go. He's an offensive driver, and he played goalie. He's got a defensive mind, but he's an offensive threat. And I know he's telling his guys right now, look, we cannot waste these opportunities. They don't come around that much.
Very true. Agreed. Yeah, so during this break, we can talk a little about Coach Raymer. We know him a few years back. He lived here locally. He played for Central Valley Masters.
Played at Cal Baptist under Coach Rick Rowland, who actually played his tenure at Pepperdine University back in the day. And, you know,
doing my little research on Coach Raymer, I didn't know this. He tallied over 1,129 saves to become Cal Baptist's all-time leader in saves and still holds that record.
I think he was a conference most valuable player as well, right?
He was, 2012. And then kind of a cool thing, this past summer, he was inducted into the California Baptist University's Athletic Hall of Fame. Congrats to him.
That's awesome. We know a little bit about Brian Sahovi, you know, being a local guy.
So Brian's in his 13th season. He's got over 100 wins. He comes to us from Porterville, Bonacci High School, and then he had a stint as assistant at Cal State Bakersfield with the women's program.
I actually think he coached in New Zealand back a little bit ago, several years ago, which is an interesting trivia.
All right, we're getting ready to start after this timeout. Again, 5:27 left in the second period. Sunbirds up 8-3.
Hey, look for Wes. Wes, you might have something here.
Okay, so
Go Wes.
coach is calling for Weston.
Ball goes over to 2.
Number 12. Sorry.
Down line.
Pick around center. There he goes. Look at that.
There's that
Look at
pick.
that. Just like that. Nice block.
Nice block by Josh. Corner throw for Ottawa. James Martin with the ball. Up to Weston. Oh, entry pass into their center forward. Nathan can't get a hold of it. Fresno Pacific comes up with the ball.
You know, that's another thing, too. High
On
passes
the
to center is
counterattack,
not
Cal
gonna
Brewing
work.
with the ball. Misses Cody coming down the middle. Gavin Jetty with, no eye contact there. I think they kind of got a gift there with a foul. Euros Plamus with the ball back up to Gavin Jetty. Gavin Jetty holds the ball up. He might
fumbled the ball.
Yeah, I would say he might pull the trigger. Good little makeup entry pass into Goldie. Goalie comes out with the steal.
You know, just a minute ago we saw where Ottawa had a high pass to the center. They have to put those passes on the water if they're going to be successful.
I'm going to have to give credit to Euros Plamus for that steal.
You know, he's playing so patient. You know, it's just easy. I mean, center play's got to be aggressive, but you have to be patient.
With the ball on the counterattack. He hasn't been picked up yet. He's looking to pass. Thought he was going to shoot, and he does make the pass. Unselfish pass to his teammate, Gavin Jetty. Picks it up off the water, puts it in.
You don't see that very often. I mean, to do a push pass or a push shot right off the water is, I guess, timing is everything, right, Coach?
Yeah. All right, let's see the after goal player for Ottawa. See if we get this guy driving behind the center again.
FPU's not letting them do that. They're going to press.
Oh,
look at that.
Another steal by Jacob Fairchild.
Help me now!
Ottawa gets back for the counter. Gavin Jetty kind of left open up top. And he pulls the trigger.
You know, one thing that always impresses me is when you bar in shots. I mean, that's so difficult to defend, and it's almost a guaranteed if you can hit the bar and tap in. They're also pretty impressive, too.
Ottawa making some liberal subs here. 4 guys in, 4 guys out. Fresno Pacific brings in freshman Curtis Vidnoff and freshman Zach Zetz.
Rick, Ottawa can't relax now. They've got to continue to press. I know they've had a few back-to-back, unfortunate, pass, being stolen or errant shots or whatever, but they've got to continue to press.
Oh, Ottawa earns the exclusion against Tyler Gentry. Shot by Shane Jargus from this man-up position at the 4. Goalie blocks it out. Ottawa maintains possession.
You can't just float there. Go.
You know, Ottawa's got 3 of their 6 starters out right now, so give the bench an opportunity to step up.
Good passing. We're even. Common foul. Pass to that 2 post. And shot by number 10, Jack Oakberg.
Field block by FPU.
FPU advances the ball down the left side. Tyler Gentry with the ball up to Zach Zetz. Entry pass into Curtis Vidnoff, and he earns the exclusion against number 3, Shane Zargis.
Crash was just a little late.
You don't see that very often, a lob shot on a man up.
I know.
But Zach Zetz saw something. Goalie a little too far out, and it went in.
And I'm surprised because that goalie's got some long arms. Lob shots on goalies that are taller are usually not successful.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've missed a few in my day.
So with 2:39 left in the second period, Fresno Pacific starting to pull away 11-3. There's that after goal play. This time he gets a little over egregious, swims over Zach Zetz, gets called for an offensive contra.
Okay,
this leads to a 2-on-1 counterattack for FPU, and that's a nice assist by Cal Brewing to give it up to Curtis Vidnoff. Curtis Vidnoff, he's another freshman seeing extensive playing time. He too is from the local school, Clovis North High School. What impresses me a lot about Curtis is his confidence. He's just got this no fear attitude. He goes in, he sets, he guards against some of the big man players in the country and just seems to love the challenge. He is currently 4th on the team with goals scored with 11. Make it 13 now. and which again is very impressive for a non-starter to be one of the leading scorers on your team.
Yeah, a true utility player, Rick. I mean, coaches want those. They want those players that are versatile. They can do different things.
Ottawa with the ball. Common foul. Shot clock winding down.
Big time shot from the outside. I don't know what he was looking at, but look at that. Look at that goalie. There we are. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. There it is. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I mean, the goalie is he's aggressive, which is great.
Alert, yeah.
Not afraid to leave the cage.
Ottawa with the ball. Advances to Jack Fry. Jack Fry ball up. There's a bit of a two-drop, helping out his center forward guard. Common foul for Shane Zargis. Center forward has position. No drop. Here it comes. And needed to either kick that ball out or turn and make a shot. Crash came back and stole it.
A minute and 20 left in the second quarter, Rick. Do you think FPU is going to keep pushing, or will they try to just relax and take the time?
Well, does that answer your question?
I guess
No.
FPU is interested in making sure they get the scores when available.
Yes. Nice help by Tyler Gentry coming back from the blind side. Fresno Pacific with the ball mid-take, advances to Cal Brewing on the right side. Tyler was open for a while on the weak side, but instead waits for Zach Zetz. Zach Zetz with another goal. That makes it 13-3 Fresno Pacific Sunbirds with 34 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Coach Raymer is just continuing to substitute, and I think at this point in time he has got to do that. He's going to have any hope of getting back in this game in the second half. He's got to get all the players playing.
Ottawa is going to try and close out the half here.
15 on the shot clock right now.
Dylan Van Horn passes over to his teammate James Martin.
10
Under 10 seconds, entry pass in the center.
Nice block by the goalie.
Anthony Vargas with that attempt. And Fresno Pacific is content on just holding the ball.
What are we doing with this? We taking it? Okay. Well, there we go.
Are we live right now?
Yep. Okay, so there it is. First half. And right now we see both teams actually kind of playing it out like we thought, Rick. I mean, it was an entertaining first quarter, very competitive, and then we both said that, you know, that Ottawa's got to take advantage of those opportunities because they just don't come around all the time. And we saw the man-ups, the 6-on-5s. I think we're pretty even, and that's exciting.
Yeah, Ottawa has earned 5 power plays. They've only put 1 away. FPU has earned 6, and they've put 2 of them away. Let's see if we can get the goals. Cody Wickman has a goal. Curtis Vidnoff with a goal. Euros Palamas with 3 goals. Zach Zetz, 2 goals. Gavin Jetty, 2 goals. Nate Olson, a couple goals. Jacob Fairchild, 2 goals.
So, you know, one thing that I'm gonna say right now to stand out. I mean, you know, you talk about Zach Whidden, the goalie for Ottawa. He's really standing out there. I mean, you know, he's not afraid to go out there and expose the cage to steal the ball, and I expect that from him because his team in high school played at the state championships.
Did they?
In Texas? Yeah.
Wow.
So
yeah, I've got him as 4 steals in the first half.
Yeah.
And 4 saves. Stats for Ottawa. We've got Shane Zargis with 2 goals. Weston Rostad with a goal.
Does it show any ejections, potentially a problem? Anybody with 2 right now?
Jack Fry, number 2, has 2.
Yeah.
And number 13, Nathan Schwenk, has a couple. And for Fresno Pacific, William Green, sorry, has 2.
You know, so if you've got Ottawa with 2 of their key players with 2 ejections, it's going to be a problem in the second half.
All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll see you shortly back here at beautiful Sunnyside Aquatic Center.
Provided in part by the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Learn more about our free college program at sccd.edu.
When untapped potential meets unlimited opportunity, what can happen? When intense intellectual rigor connects with a deep Christian faith, what can we find? And when exceptional thinkers discover each other in a supportive and challenging community, what can we build? Just about anything. See what happens when anything could. This is what's possible. Fresno Pacific University. Cost is a big factor in deciding where to go to college. At FPU, there are lots of ways to cut costs. Sure, you start with total tuition, plus room and board, but virtually no one pays that full amount. We'll show you. Take that big number and reduce it by 11% with a Pell Grant. Take off another 21% with Cal Grant. Then take off 32% with an FPU scholarship. Now take off another 10% with additional scholarships. See? What you're left with is just a fraction of the total. For the average student, just 26%. You can even pay off an additional 7% with an on-campus job. And with our 4-year graduation guarantee, you'll finish faster and start your career sooner than most state university grads. Yes, cost is a big factor, but we're here to help.
Welcome back to the Sunnyside. Welcome back to the Sunnyside Aquatic Center. We've just started the second half. Fresno Pacific Sunbirds 13, Ottawa 3. Jacob Fairchild with the ball down to 1 position. Shot clock winding down. He puts the lob shot in.
The goalie again, long arms, reach across the cage, prevent that ball from floating in. Ottawa on a fast break.
With the counterattack.
I like it. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm surprised against Fairchild. Fairchild usually
actually, it was against Cody Wickman, number 2.
Yeah.
And Fresno Pacific has made a goalie change. They put in their other senior goalie, Michael Hicks, from Modesto Junior College. Our old teammate, Eric Fisher, is the coach there.
That was a strong shot right there.
Ottawa maintains possession. Sorry.
Here we are. We have a 4-on-3. You know what?
Oh, he's looking for a teammate to pass, but now look, he gets the foul.
Here comes a shot.
He's going to get a direct shot.
Yep.
And puts it away.
Nice.
Freshman Weston Rostad. Yeah.
That's great. I think that's just exactly what Ottawa needed right now to come out of the third quarter and immediately put one on the board. You know this Weston Restad guy. He's one of their shooters. He's got a lot of longevity to him. He's going to make sure he takes the ball and uses it and scores when he has those opportunities.
Zach Setz with the ball against a 2-drop. He takes a shot.
See, there he is, field block by Weston. Look, he wanted that fast break.
Urosh gets possession of the ball over to Jacob Fairchild. New possession, new shot clock. Zach Zetz with the ball. He goes into his driver, Jacob Fairchild. Fairchild trying to finish.
Look at that crash. Goalie again out on front.
Hands were up, apparently.
Yeah.
No call was
Look at this.
made.
Goalie is out.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that is a heartbreaker right there.
Uros back there to save Michael, help him out, get the ball for him. Fresno Pacific counters Nate Olson on the right side of the ball. He looks across, all the way across to Jacob Fairchild.
You know, I
Zach
wonder.
Zetz post up. Oh, that's a nice pass to his teammate Cody Wickman.
Rick, I wonder if Sahovy saw something with the Ottawa goalie coming out. I mean, now all of a sudden we've seen the FPU Sunbird goalie come out.
Possibly.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Something like that. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
Okay, 5.5 in the third quarter.
Sunbirds in a press.
Center plays rough. Center plays over the top.
Yeah, overpass too high to his number 12, Weston Rostad. Michael Hicks releases to the right side. That's Drew Parsley. Redwood High
Way
School.
weak. There it is.
Jacob Fairchild with the
Look at
ball,
that.
and he shoots.
Look at that.
Kind of a little bit of a look away, huh?
I know. And even though he dropped the ball, it just was not enough time for the goalie to recover from one side of the cage to the other. Again, the importance of the cross-cage pass.
Yeah.
Here, look at the replay. There it is. You're right. It was kind of a look away because once Fairchild had that ball, he kind of glanced towards the front of the field.
Ottawa with the ball. Tristan D'Ambrosi over to his teammate. Common foul. Weston Rostad with the ball. His center forward moves out
Center's
here
just
to the one.
way out on top.
Yeah. Shot by Shane Zargis.
You know, another
Saved
thing,
by Michael Hicks.
when the center isn't deep enough, any deflection from the goalie is going to be an obvious goalie steal the ball.
Curtis Vidnoff earns this exclusion against number 4, and there's a quick pass and goal to Curtis.
Ottawa just not reacting quick enough to get back to help on that ejection. You know, as I was saying before, when the goalie has that time to be able to get the deflection, it's an incredible wasted opportunity because those deflected passes, when the center is deep enough, the chance for the center to recoup that deflection is higher.
Ottawa with the ball. Dylan Van Horn earns the ordinary. Center is over here on the 1-2 side.
Here's the drive over here,
Yeah,
Ottawa.
little 1-2, but they get the ball down to the 5, but their center forward isn't positioned over there.
Yeah, they got to get the ball around to
But
the
here's
1-2
a nice
side.
drive.
Yeah, but it's right in front of the pass. It's going to be difficult to get that around. Kind of a pseudo post up, if you will.
5 seconds left in the shot clock.
We're probably going to get to it.
Yeah, I
Quick
think
pass or a
inside
dump
the
here.
5. You can't have a
Yeah.
direct hit.
See that?
But they did get a shot off.
Yeah.
All right, Michael Hicks with the ball. Releases down to the far right side. Nate Olson. Could be another exclusion on the far side. Yeah, Zach Zetz earns that one. Fresno
Timeout
Pacific calls a timeout. Well, this is a good opportunity, even though you would think, why don't let him shoot that, is to set something up here. Fresno Pacific man-ups. What are they?
Well, I think is this the 7th or 8th one?
This is the 8th one.
And they've only put away 2, so
Yes.
you're right. I agree 100%. I mean, Coach Sahovy cannot go in. I mean, we're halfway through the season. We're into some serious conference games in the next 2-3 weeks, and then of course leading up to championships. They have got to get their man advantage down. They will not be successful unless they do that.
Yeah.
And same thing for Ottawa. I mean, Ottawa's got to do their 5-6 defense. Right now they've held FPU to two successful scores. I mean, on man advantage, they're doing what they need to do.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see if Coach Sahovy puts his starters back in for this man up, or if he leaves the current players in.
And the same thing with Ottawa too. I mean, they need to have Weston. They need Swank in there.
Yeah. Well, so it looks like he is going to keep the current players in. Some of the starters are out on the bench.
You know, watch this defense. You know, what we saw earlier was they actually have a field player that drops down to cover that weak side on the goalie across the cage, and perhaps that's a strategy or what, but it could be based on what FPU is giving him.
Yeah, we got Tyler Gentry over at the 1 position, Curtis Vidnoff 2 post, Drew Parsley 3 post, up top at the 4, Zach Zetz 5, Gavin Jetty in the 6th position, Nate Olson. Nate Olson with the ball. It's kind of a 6-in. 5 wide, 4 center, 2 post pop.
Nice block.
Nice block, shot by Tyler Gentry. We are even.
Now that's great. That was a good defense.
Great for Ottawa.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Fresno Pacific, that makes him 2 for 9 on the power plays. Kind of gets frustrating. It's like trying to sell bubblegum to a lockjaw ward. Can't get much done.
I know. Oh, there's a
all right, there's a steal.
What is he doing?
Ottawa maintains possession.
See, that was a classic example of just non-experience. He was going to pass the ball back to the goalie instead of turn around
Just
swimming
assumed
it.
it was available. Ordinary foul.
Center's positioned right.
Center has position.
But he's on the 2 post. I mean.
Yeah, not in the center, but he's backing him up a bit. And I don't know if that's intentional, if there's a double hole over there. And
look at that.
Backhand.
There he is. And that was Dylan Van Horn.
Yep,
yeah.
tries a backhand.
Yeah.
Michael Hicks with the ball. Shows his teammates where he's got the ball. Releases downfield to Nate Olson. Nate Olson sees his teammate Drew Parsley open on the weak side. Entry pass into Curtis Vidnoff.
Get his hands up, head down on the ball.
Yeah, and then from our perspective, it just looked like he didn't let go of the ball.
Okay, Ottawa's got the ball now. Let's see what they can do. They've got to get something going with center play. Something. They've had nothing. No success.
Anthony Vargas gets position at center. Ball's up top.
There it is.
And nice help by his teammate Zach Zetz with that steal.
You can tell the guys are starting to.
Tyler Gentry trying to earn the exclusion. I'm not quite sure who threw him that ball.
It was the goalie. Hicks.
Yeah.
You know, you can start to see this is going to become a swim meet here, and Waterpolo players aren't at swim meets. They don't like that. So we'll see what kind of patience Ottawa has, if anything.
All right,
here.
Anthony back into the center position.
Okay. I don't know where they just don't have a 1-2. Got to drive.
Drew Parsley is guarding him.
There we go.
Not Fresno Pacific's normal guard.
They got to.
Let's see if they can take advantage of this for Ottawa. Fresno Pacific needs to move. They move into that 5 drop, helping out Drew. Shot from up top.
Yeah.
Number 10, Jack Oakberg.
You know,
Michael Hicks with the nice save. Ottawa with the corner throw.
The first thing is you wonder, why would he shoot like that from 8 meters? The problem is there was only 2 seconds left in the shot clock. You've got no chance. You may as well shoot high.
And it paid off.
And it paid off.
He got
here.
a tip out. He gets a new possession.
Nice drive. Okay, we got a kind of a post up here.
Fresno Pacific dropping from the 3. Unfortunate pass. Nate Olson throws it up to his teammate Tyler Gentry. And he puts that one away.
That was a fast break. That's good. He take it himself and actually put it in the cage, which is a great job. That's all tough to do, swim that far and then shoot it.
So there's 53 seconds left in the 3rd period. Fresno Pacific 17, Ottawa Spirits 4.
Okay, here's
Ottawa.
a replay as it came down here. Look at that. With a defender on his back, Rick. I mean, that's tough.
Yep.
Impressive play there. Okay, less than a minute. Couple possessions in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what Ottawa does here.
Ottawa with the ball. Over to his teammate Shane Zargis. 2 position. Center forwards being fronted by James Tomba, a junior from Clovis High School. I'm sorry, a senior. Exclusion called against Nate Olson. Ottawa with the power play.
Taking it inside the 2.
Yeah, 6 in over here to the 1. 4's kind of center. 5's nice and wide.
Look at that shot.
Nice
That
shot,
was awesome.
Nice goal. Number 3, Shane Zargas.
From 6 meters out, straight in. Goalie didn't even have a chance on that. Okay, 14 seconds left. It's about enough time to get down and set up quick play, but
Pass it back to Michael Hicks. Michael might just hold it. We'll see. Nope, passes down right side.
5 seconds left
Nate
right
Olson
now.
with the ball. Gets the ordinary.
Oh, and in the, is this ejection?
No,
Ball
ball
out?
went out of bounds.
Okay.
Greg Shanley, official,
Look at that.
kind enough to get
Look
him
at
the
that.
ball.
He knew to come all the way back.
Okay.
That's a great help for Ottawa. Here comes a shot. Okay, there's 3. Now we
All
got
right,
1
that
quarter
ends
to go.
the third period. Yeah, 1 quarter to go. Fresno Pacific Sunbirds 17, Ottawa 5.
So, you know, we've got Ottawa down by 12 goals. I mean, what's Coach Raymer going to do? I mean, if you're a coach right now, what are you going to do? What are you going to tell your team?
Well, you try and find the positives. What can we do this quarter? What can we learn from this quarter to make ourselves that much better the next time we play? And so things like he might address is, okay, our counterattack, we haven't had one put away yet. So let's cheat to offense possibly. Our power plays, we haven't had much success in converting on our power plays. Let's focus on this one set play, doing this to put one away. The one thing that they are doing well defensively is when Fresno Pacific, it's 6 versus 6, it's not a counterattack. They do a very good job, 6 versus 6, 7 versus 7.
You know, one thing I'm seeing.
All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes after this break.
What's possible at a Fresno Pacific University Enrollment Express? Completing your entire admission process on the spot with no application fee. You'll join a cohort of like-minded adults and take classes every 6 weeks. Our degree completion programs are only 18 months. That means you'll walk across the stage faster than you think. Take the first step. Enrollment Express happens in Fresno, Visalia, and Merced. Learn more at fpu.edu/express.
Bring us back. I do little notes.
Okay, here we are back at the play here for the beginning of the 4th quarter. FPU Sunbirds at 17, and of course the Spirit at 5. As we were going to halftime or going to the break here, Rick had mentioned that it becomes more just a 1-quarter game. I think, you know, focus on this quarter. Can we win the quarter? And I think that's what Ottawa's got to do.
Yeah. For Fresno Pacific, we have Michael Hicks still in the cage. Cal Brewing will be the sprinter. Senior from El De Monte High School in Visalia. Gavin Jetty, his trailer. James Tomba, senior from Clovis High School. Looks like the center forward's going to be Curtis Videnoff, freshman. Over there on the far side, freshman Zach Zetz and Tyler Gentry, I believe.
Ottawa wins the sprint.
Green. Ottawa wins the sprint. Trader wasn't there.
And they turn it right over. Unbelievable.
That's unfortunate. All right, James Tomba with the ball over to Zach Zetz. Center is kind of over here on this 4-5 side. Gavin Jetty with the ball. Curtis is trying to hold that position. Zach Zetz with that 2 drive. William Green, good entry pass to Zach.
Ball under.
Ball
it's a turnover.
Okay.
Ottawa's ball.
Ottawa advances it up to Nathan Swank. Nathan does a nice one-on-one move.
Look at that.
But he's got no teammates coming down here to help him out.
I think they're just getting tired, Rick. That's what we talked about.
Well, look at that. So Swank swims into the center forward position.
There's
All right, another good shot by Shane. That's his 10th attempt. Michael Hicks with a nice block, but the ball trickles over to the lane line. So Ottawa is going to get possession. Corner throw.
Sargis is a guy that Ottawa has gone to quite a bit here, and I think he's done very well.
Little back pick here, one up to the 2.
They got to recognize that earlier if they're going to make that successful.
Back over to 5, but center forward isn't over there. Pass over to 1. Oh, Cal Bruin, unfortunately, his hand goes on the other guy's helmet. That's a easy call to make.
He got timeout by Ottawa.
Ottawa calls a timeout on this power play.
Coach Raymer says, okay, we need to make this work, and calling him over right now is good. Early in the shot clock.
With just a little over a minute in this 4th period, score Fresno Pacific 17, Ottawa Spirit 5.
Okay, so Rick, this is you. This is your call. What are we going to do? We know what Ottawa has in talent. You know they've got their 2 or 3 key shooters. Are they going to try and do something quick, or do you think they'll take the shot clock all the way to the end?
I think they're going to work the ball around and see what develops. You know, they have some thought. We want to try and work for this. I like their first man up. They set up their 2-post for a nice pass. I think it was from the 6 into that 2-post for a goal, if I recall.
Yeah, in other words, what you're saying is patience.
Yeah.
And the other thing, too, is what's FPU? What are the Sunbirds going to give Ottawa? And does Ottawa understand that when they give them that opportunity, take it?
Well, let's find out. Ottawa re-enters the pool. They're setting up. James Martin at the 1 position. Tristan D'Ambrosi, the 2-post. Weston Rostad, 3-posts. Nathan Swank, 3-post. Up top, their shooter, Shane Sargis, at the 4 position. Weston Rostad with the ball at the 5. Passes over.
I think Weston's going to get it back. He is wide open. Yep. That's it.
That's nice bar down.
That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Bar in is impressive. Bar in, bar down. And almost how you called it, too. FPU gave him that shot.
Yeah, it looked kind of like it was a 6-in, 4 center, 5 wide, and he was playing the 5 wide, and it just came in and attacked, and Fresno Pacific didn't honor it and let him just kind of walk it in and shoot. Fresno Pacific with the ball. Zach Zetz up top trying to work for his foul. Ottawa does a good job keeping his hands up. Entry pass into his teammate, Curtis Vidnoff, who earns an exclusion against number 4, Tristan D'Ambrosi. Michael Hicks, the goalie, instructing his team to use the clock. Set up. Cal Bruin at 6. Over to Gavin Jetty at 5. Kind of the same situation Ottawa did.
Yeah.
4 center for Zach Zetz. He takes the shot.
Ball under.
Yeah, James unfortunately put his hand on top of the ball.
That's it. Swank's got the ball on a break. And what's he going to do? He's going to take.
Zach Zetz takes the shot.
He is a strong shooter. I'm telling you, Swank is, and he's playing aggressive too. He's got two ejections, and he is still playing aggressive. I'll tell you, nothing can break a guy's back more than a quick shot, long pass from the goalie, and a quick shot.
Yeah, Coach Raymer's got to be happy and proud of his performance. You know, forget about what the score is on the scoreboard. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue to do things to get better and make my team better.
To your point about winning the quarter, I think they're making a case for that right now.
Yeah. Fresno Pacific with the ball. Down to Drew Parsley at the 5 position. Gets an ordinary. Crosses all the way over to Tyler Gentry. We have another earned exclusion. Curtis Vidnoff earns that exclusion as well. He's raising his hand. He's left open in the middle for a while. But Fresno Pacific wants to set it up.
Unfortunately, that's 3 on number 4, D'Ambrosi.
So he will not be returning. Oh.
And we're even.
We're even. Another missed opportunity for man up for Fresno Pacific. And in fact,
with 1 second
they
left.
have to dump the ball.
1 second left, yep. Okay, they got a fast break on all the way around. Look at the goalie coming out.
Michael Hicks comes out. Almost has to steal it from his own teammate.
If the goalie, actually, if Wynn just had a little more oomph on that pass, I think he would have had a shot early on.
All right, so Cal Brewing, he maybe sees his teammate way over there. William Green with the ball. He's working for a direct shot.
Center set right now. The center set.
Entry pass.
Look at that. Over the top, over the shoulder. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you might think that he got that ball cleanly, but
yeah,
he went over the shoulder and sunk Curtis Vidnoff to get to that ball.
Officials established early they're not going to let
up.
that play.
Okay. Keep your eye on number 15, Drew Purse, at the 3-post. I got a feeling FPU is trying to set him up for a shot.
Pass from the 6 or 5. Pass from the 5.
And unfortunately, they miss an opportunity. We're at even again.
And another dump.
Fresno Pacific dumps it.
That's surprising. I don't know if that's what Sahovy wants him to do.
Well,
or
I think just they want to try and get a shot off on a man. Ooh.
That's it, unfortunately.
And Cal Brewing hits him in the helmet again.
Hits him in the head, yep.
Ottawa with the man up.
That's a quick 2 on him.
All right, Ottawa passing the ball around. So last time they did 6 in, 5 wide, 4 center,
now
and
Swank's
5 wide took
now.
the shot. But this time,
look at that.
3-post pops out. And they kind of left number 7 over here at the 1 open, James Martin.
You know, FPU's got to honor Swank because he's been proving that he's going to shoot the ball. Well, once that happens, it opens up other guys' opportunities, other players' chances for scoring goals.
Got it. And with 3:36 left in the game, Ottawa climbing back into it. It's 17-8. But like you mentioned, Ron, Ottawa goal this quarter is to win this quarter.
Right, okay. There it is. Ottawa steals the ball. Okay, we got a turnover and a fast break. Guys are sprinting as best they can. I think Coach Raymer said every turnover's got to be a sprint. Ball comes down. Nice no-look pass into center. And there it is. Weston with a
big goal for Weston Rostad, the freshman from Murrieta, California?
Yeah, Murrieta.
Murrieta?
Murrieta, California. You know, in looking at the rest of the games that Ottawa's played, Weston is in every single one of those games as a leader of the score. I don't know who the captain is on that team, but I got to think he's got to be close there.
Yeah, no, he's a good find for Coach Raymer. All right, Jacob Fairchild, entry pass into Curtis Vidnoff. Curtis Vidnoff earns another exclusion against number 12, Weston Rostad.
Yeah, and a quick score.
Quick one for Jacob Fairchild.
You know, Fairchild he's one of those key, quick utility players. You always have to watch him. You cannot take your eye off of him. He will move, and he will burn you.
Yes, he will. Ottawa with possession of the ball. 18-9 Sunbirds.
Again,
ordinary for Shane Sargis.
Again, they're setting the center position at 4 or 5 meters.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't go down.
The starting guard, Euros Palamas, is back in.
That could be a reason.
Yeah. Euros, he comes to Fresno Pacific from Belgrade, Serbia. He came as a center forward, but last year Coach Sahovy experimented. Nice save by Michael Hicks. And he experimented with him as a guard, and what a great guard he has become.
Swank just made that shot attempt right there, and it was hard shot. But,
goalie comes out. Who got to it first?
Underwater.
All right, he calls
goalie
ball under
and then he got a long pass. Here we go.
Ottawa's left open at the other end.
James Martin with a shot.
Hicks with the save.
Hicks,
ball hits to the lane line, so Ottawa will get another possession in the corner.
James Martin is another one of those guys that had some senior high school talent. He played at the CIF championships, and his teams were always at the top.
Oh, inverted pass. So we got a steal by Jacob Fairchild. Countering down, he's got his teammate in the middle open, Curtis Vidnoff. All right, his shot just a little bit high off the crossbar. Ottawa responds.
Okay, we're
James
4
Martin
on
with
3.
the ball.
Ooh.
Ordinary foul. Anthony Vargas wants the ball, but he doesn't realize Berg's right behind him. All right, little over-aggressive foul by Euros Plavnius. 1:38 left in the game. Ottawa with the power play.
We're down to 20 seconds in the shot clock, 10 until we go even. Look at that. Oh, there's a 5-meter. That's
So Curtis got caught with his hand on number 12's shoulder as he's trying to come up for that pass to take a shot, so now he gets a penalty shot.
And it took us almost the whole game to see our first 5-meter, Rick. Okay, we'll see what Michael Hicks got here.
Yeah.
And you've got Weston shooting.
Yeah, Weston will take the shot. Oh, he shoots just a bit high off that top crossbar. Curtis Vidnoff with the rebound at half tank. Back to William Green. William Green over here to Gavin Jetty.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think he tried to donut that Michael Hicks on that one.
And great entry pass into Curtis Vidnoff. Has position.
Steal
I think
Ottawa.
just the score of the game.
Yeah.
That's why Curtis didn't get that call.
Oh, yep.
And that was a little more easier to
Yeah.
make. Gavin
That
Jetty
was
swims
tough.
over on the back of Shane Zargis. Ottawa with the power
Look at
play.
that.
Quick one back to
Yes,
Shane. Goal.
Sargis again. That's you know, between Sargis and Swank and Restad, these 3 guys. I mean, they've almost got a triple threat like FPU's got a triple threat on offense.
So with just under a minute. Sorry, Ron. It's 18-10 Fresno Pacific.
I think Ottawa got the message. Let's win the quarter, because they are absolutely pressing and not afraid to do the fast breaks, long passes. They're taking some chances.
All right, James Tomba back in the game. Cody Wickman at center. Positioned on the 1-2 side. Ball goes up to Jacob Fairchild at 2.
Center plays aggressive, Rick. Look at that.
Down ordinary. Let's see if we can get that entry pass in before. Oh! I'm watching that center position
Yeah,
where
I know.
that guard just took position away by moving him.
Look at that. Crash.
All right, there's a steal.
Ottawa again.
Ottawa with the ball. Under 30 seconds left in the game.
And again, that's Sargis with that steal from Ottawa. And then turned right
And
over
then
and
who steals the ball?
Fairchild.
Jacob Fairchild.
There it is. What I say? If you take your eye off Fairchild, he will burn you.
He'll make you pay.
Make you pay.
All right. Fresno Pacific is happy, content, and just
Okay, 5
maintain
seconds
killing
left.
the clock. Good sportsmanship.
Okay, final score. Sunbirds of Fresno Pacific 18, the Spirit of Ottawa 10. And what a good game. You know, it could have very easily been a blowout. I think Ottawa was there, Rick, to stay focused and not letting this thing get away from them too far. Credit to FPU and Coach Sahovey for again, setting a game plan and recognizing the opportunities that I was going to give them, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, a takeaway for Fresno Pacific, I think, also is that besides the W, he got to play all of his players. They got to get valuable minutes. I mean, those guys that are at practice every day that don't start, might not see playing time. They work just as hard in practice, making their starters better, and to give an opportunity in front of their home crowd to play the minutes.
Yeah,
Gotta love it.
And there was a nice crowd here. There's probably 250, 300 people here in the stands, and that's great. Okay, so on behalf of CMAC Sports, we
are going to go to break. CMAC Sports, again, wants to thank their sponsors, the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Learn more about their free college program at sccd.edu.